Hi guys, welcome to another video of mine. Today's topic is sequences. Today I'll only be focusing on linear sequences. Okay, so I'll start off by giving you an example. An example may include 2, 6, 10, 14, 18. Okay. So the first thing you do is you work out the difference between each of these terms. So 6 minus 2 is 4, 10 minus 6 is 4, 14 minus 10 is 4, and 18 minus 14 is 4. Okay. So what you got here is your coefficient of x. That means it goes in front of n, because it's an n, because you're working at the nth term of a sequence. So 4n plus b equals c. Okay, so we input this into the first one because this is the first term, second term, third term, fourth term, and fifth term. So 4 in brackets 1 plus b equals 2. 4 plus b equals 2. B equals 2 minus 4, b equals minus 2. So the final expression is 4n minus 2. Another way we could test this is by inputting the second term. So it's going to be 4 in brackets 2 minus 2, and this should be equal to 6. This equals 6. So we can try again if you wish to. So it's 4 in brackets 3 minus 2, and this should be equal to 10. And as you know, 12 minus 2 is 10. Okay. Now guys, I'll be showing you another example, a harder example. Okay, so 8, 14, 20, 26, and 32. So what we do is we just work out the difference. That's 6, 6, 6, and 6. I got this because 14 minus 8 is 6, 20 minus 14 is 6, 26 minus 20 is 6, and 32 minus 26 is 6. As I said before, the terms that you get that are the same become the coefficient of x, meaning they go in front of the x. Okay, so the equation in this case will be 6n plus b, which equals c. So you do 6 in brackets 1, because it's the first term, plus b equals 8. So 6 plus b equals 8, b equals 8 minus 6, b equals 2. So the expression is 6n plus 2. Now we can try this again and make an equation. So 6 in brackets 2 plus 2 should equal 14. As we know, 6 times 2 is 12, plus 2 is 14. Now we'll try another one, so we'll input 3 this time. 6 in brackets 3 plus 2 should equals 20. 6 times 3 is 18, plus 2 is 20. Okay. Now another example would be, opposed to like continuous sequence, you can perhaps skip to the fifth term. So you can try 6 in brackets 5 plus 2, and it should equals 32. And 6 times 5 is 30, plus 2 is 32. 32. Okay. Okay, now guys, I'll be going to show you another example. Okay. So a question may state the expression, the nth term, so basically, so simply the expression of a sequence is 5n plus 20. Okay, they may say, what is the 20th term of this sequence? So what you do is you do 5 in brackets 20 plus 20, which equals 100, plus 20, which equals 120. So another example will be 6n minus 50, and it may say to work out which number comes in the 8th sequence. Okay, so 6 in brackets 8 minus 50 equals 48 minus 50, which equals minus 2. Now guys, I'll be giving you another example, but this time you need to say whether or not something is in a certain sequence. So an exam question may be the nth term of an expression is 5n minus 2. Okay, they may say, is the term 180 part of this sequence. So what you do is you just set up an equation. So you make 5n minus 2 equal to 180. So what you do, you leave the 5n there, you add 2 to both sides. So 5n equals 180 plus 2. So 5n equals 182. Okay, so n equals 36.4. Okay, this is not an integer, and by the way, an integer is a whole number, and therefore 180 is not part of this sequence. And therefore your answer would be no, it's not part of this sequence, as when you divide it by 5n, you get a number that is not an integer, and therefore it's not part of the sequence. Another example that would be part of the sequence may be 5n plus 5 equals 185. The example would say, is the term 185 part of the sequence? Okay, so I've just skipped straight into it. So what you simply do is do 5n equals 185 minus 5, 5n equals 180, and n equals 36. Therefore, from this I can conclude that the term 185 is part of this sequence, as it comes under the 36th term. Okay, so I'll review over what I've done today. So the example may ask you, is the term 185 part of the sequence 5n plus 5. Okay, so what I simply do is make 5n plus 5 equal to 185, as I've done here, which is step 1. Then what I do, I collect the like terms onto one side. That's step 2. So I do 5n equals 185 minus 5. This is because to get the 5 onto one side, I subtract 5 from both sides. So 5n equals 185 minus 5, and therefore 5n equals 180. To work out which term the 185 comes in is 36. Okay, so 36 times 5 equals 180, and 180 plus 5 equals 185, and therefore 185 is part of the sequence. Okay, thank you guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please subscribe to my channel and hit the like button and leave a comment. As we are getting closer to the GCSEs, send me any questions you are struggling with, and I will be more than happy to go through them with you in my future videos. Take care guys, thank you. Please subscribe, hit the like button, and perhaps leave a comment. Thank you, take care.